Okay, so the machine dropped on Now TV. So I had to check. I've been looking to check this one out for a while. And so glad I did. So glad I did. It's directed by Peter Atencio, written by Kevin Biegel and Scotty Landes. The film is produced by Atencio, Cale Biter, Bert Kreischer, Leanne Kreischer, and Judy Marmel. It's executive produced by Philip Worley and Jay Ashenfelter. It's co-produced by Jonathan English, associate produced by Tina Landry, and line produced by Maxim Adjoa. Joseph Trapanese took care of the music. Egil Brild, cinematography. Eleanor Infant edits the piece. Nancy Bishop handled the casting. Aaron Osborne, production design. Art direction, we have Sanja Bulat, Giovanna Milajovic, and Bojana Nikolic. Mina Burek handles set decoration with Ivana Vazic on costume design. So our cast. Well, Bert plays Bert, right? Chrysler stars as himself. His dad, Albert, is played by Mark Hamill. The younger Bert is played by Jimmy Totoro. So in this, his wife, Leanne, is played by Stephanie Kurtzbauer. There's Irana, played by Eva Babick. Now, her dad, right, is played by Jovan Savic, and the younger version of her dad is played by Vivek Savic. Okay. We have got Irina's brother, Alexei, played by Robert Massa. Irina's bodyguard, Sponge, is played by Martin Ford. There's Sasha, played by Jess Gabber. Ashley, played by Rita Bernard Shaw. The older version of Ashley is I just saw it, which is a pain in the ass. Right, Rachel Monikalov. Right, we've got Madison, played by T. Wagner. DJ, played by Mindrag Dragovicic. Bert's therapist, played by Brian Casp. We have got who else do we have? Igor, played by Nikolai Jorkako. The train Igor, played by Oleg Taktarov. Tatiana, played by Emil Child Villas. A young Igor, played by Marko Nedejakovic. There's Vanya, played by Set Sutrand, the school teacher, but when we're in the younger Bert world, played by Mercedes de la Cruz. Big John, played by Dorde Simic. And who else do we have? I feel Annika, played by Helen Babick. yeah, I kind of feel we're probably there with our main people. Leanne Kreischer does make a cameo as Madison's mum, which was that was funny. So the gist of the film is this: Bert's drunken past catches up with him 20 years down the road when he and his father are kidnapped by those Bert wronged in the past while drunk on a college semester abroad in Russia. So it's crazy this film got done. You know what I mean? Because like Bert told that story, the machine story, 2011, told it on Rogan, right? The JRE experience. He then posts it after being harassed online and it blew up. Blew up. And the thing that blew it up the most was because people didn't believe it was true. But then the actual people on that train, his classmates were like, yeah, it's true. Bert's a piece of shit. He robbed us, which just blew everyone's mind. Right. And you hear this story a lot, man. And when you go to see Bert live and he ends with like people want to hear this story from jump. So when he ends with it, it all finishes and he comes back out and he's like, oh, yeah, I was part of the Russia. It just blows up. It just blows up. So when word came that he was going to make a film of the machine, it was just like, how will this work? Right. So I just think the way it all came together, the in to the story was great. It was great. It just like all the stuff at the beginning, showing Bert's life, but then into what would happen if Bert could just continue drinking and spiraling, right? And we just get all of that stuff, which you're just like, oh shit, yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people were waiting for those headlines. You know what I mean? Just like, what next year? What's the over under? But oh man, I just enjoyed the fuck out of this. I really did. And it's, you know, I've seen Bert live a couple of times. You know what I mean? Watched all the specials, listened to the podcast. Yeah, I like the comedy. But it's not just because I like the comedy. There's plenty of things I've watched from people I enjoy, and it's just like, oh, that doesn't work. Oh no. So when I say I really like the fuck out of this, I really like the fuck out of this, people. It was smart, it was clever, it was just undeniably funny, right? Just these crazy moments, right? Like the bit at the end when you get a did I do that? It was just like, oh shit. Oh my god. What? That was just, man, that was amusing. That was amusing, man. And just seeing the story brought to like the original story of the machine. So we do see a lot of that play out in flashbacks and seeing that come to life. Oh my days. It really worked. It really worked well. You know, just the spitting in the face and be like, fuck you. This is the machine. Man. And Mark Hamill, I've got to say, this is the most I've enjoyed Mark Hamill since the original Star Wars trilogy. You know what I mean? Like, he was legitimately funny. Like, it just really worked. Really worked. There's a bit where I swear, the girl that he supposedly was called Anakin, which I'm like, yo, is that some Freud shit? You know what I mean? Like, you fuck yourself? Like, that was some crazy shit. But man, everyone was solid. Everyone, like the girls that played his daughters, his wife, Ashley, you know. I did think Alexi was Cody Rhodes. Well, I was like, yo, that dude really looks like Cody Rhodes. But no, 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 no. A Russian dude. But like the fight scenes. Now, they weren't John Wick level fight scenes, but they were fun. They weren't, they worked. Even when Bert's fight, like it worked. Like all of these kind of elements, you know, it came together very well to give us this just funny R-rated movie. And that's the big thing, right? We didn't really, it didn't feel like we got punches pulled. You know what I mean? We got just them being crazy and saying the off-key things that you think, okay. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, I can imagine that going down. You know, and that was like there's too many times when we get these films now, and it's just it feels very watered down. So it's refreshing to get something like this that is just unapologetically funny. You know what I mean? And it kind of works with the comedy, right? Of Bert's comedy. If you like the stand-up, you will like the film. You know what I mean? Just the made up adventures feel very true to the real adventures that we know Bert has had. The comments he makes about his wife and daughter, just all of that kind of stuff. You know, the therapy sessions were gold. Oh my God, they were gold. I mean, it's, yeah, it's like, I've had to wait all this time to watch this film. Man, I wish I could have watched it sooner. Wish I could have watched it sooner, but I'm so glad I got it in because, boy, people, if you have not seen The Machine, you need to see it. It's one of the like when you think of all the good films of the year, I will put The Machine up in my list because it was straight good. Was straight good. You know what I mean? Wasn't just it was okay. It was mediocre. It was fine. No, it's straight good, people. So if you want to laugh, right? If you want to smile, if you want some fun, go check out The Machine. Like it's not a perfect film. There are some things where you just wait, hold on, wasn't her leg just fucked? Like, you know what I mean? There's people hiding behind desks from bullets when in theory, don't do that. You will not survive. A bullet will go through wood. But yeah, on the levels you want this to work, it really does. So people, get some Machine in your life. You will not regret it.